de facto, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that? Pay attention to wax. You're free to see what that's like. And that's why we need to take things slow. And that's...
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second annual Champs versus Chumps Challenge. We're here at De La Viega Disc Golf Course. We've got Paul Macbeth and girlfriend Hannah Croak playing doubles against an army. Turn the camera here. An army of nearly a dozen, perhaps a baker's dozen chumps.
It's not going to help.
The format is going to be 4 chumps playing best shot quads on any given hole. I don't know how they decide exactly which chump comes in at which time, but it'll be 4 chumps at any given time against Paul and Hannah. We're going to see who takes this down. Opening the game, Hannah Croak. That's perfect, I think. And her signature dance.
Oh, man. Never played this hole before.
The other half of the champs, Paul Macbeth. Thunderbird. Mando Tree. They'll be playing. They may be playing Hannah's. If they should honestly be playing Hannah's on.
Stan, why don't you go since you're not going to stay the whole time?
I'm not going to attempt to announce the names of the chumps.
We got Corey Merle.
These are an anonymous army of chumps.
Or Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Football.
Quiet on the tee.
What a shot! But the Mando Tree. He's missed the Mando.
There's no cash money on that.
He's missed the Mando.
Let's go, Chump.
Up next, we got Stan Pratt, co-tournament director for the Masters Cup.
Okay.
One of the nicest guys in Santa Cruz.
Tall drink of water for sure.
He is. He's not much of a chump.
Wow.
That's Stan. Straight. Yeah.
Our chumps.
Peter Mars out of LA.
All right.
Central Coast Disc Golf
All
Crew.
right.
Yep.
Lining up beforehand. Nothing wrong with that. This hole's never been twoed by a chump, so
That's accurate.
this is going to be a good 3 if the chumps can get it.
Up fourth, we got Torrin Robinson. Throwing lefty because his right arm's broken.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But beautiful, a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you call
That's a croaky in my head.
Croaky.
Yeah.
She said, don't worry about my mini.
Oh.
And Brady we trust.
What?
Give it a shot.
Oh.
All right. Hannah's drive, perfectly positioned. They've got their shot up over this log, up over the roots. See if they can get a run at a 2. Wow. Okay.
She's not chumpy enough for the chumps, dude.
I forwarded this hole 2 days ago, and Hannah has just executed an easy 3.
Do it.
Oh! Blue, it's all about the line here.
Blue's an easy forehand. We got
Yeah, you're right.
right in the middle there.
All right.
They've chosen the blue, and again, remember, this hole has never been twoed, by regardless how many chumps. It's never been twoed. So if this were to fall, we'd be witnessing a first-time event in world history. Johnny Football, a little low.
That's why I call him Johnny Football, not Johnny Disc Golf.
I like that aggression. A good shot. And they have a green light. One final shot. A final shot using his offhand.
It showed a little bit on that one, Nate.
Still though, I mean, we've just seen them tie the greatest score ever achieved by Chumps on this hole, so that's no small achievement. Either way, I mean, they took a good bit at it, and coming away with a 3 is still going to tie the greatest performance ever by Chumps. Those putts have been conceded. We've got 3s for both teams on the first hole. All right, hole 2, another very steep uphill hole. We got Hannah starting it up.
This is what I'm throwing.
Champion turn. It's a good choice up the hill.
Nice heart. I like it.
Oh, wow. That's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah.
All right, so I can go for it. Green light.
McBeast, Thunderbird. He knows he's got a chance to get a stroke here.
Park it round 2.
It looks good. It all depends on the skip. Hard to tell from here, but Paul likes it. Paul really likes it.
Here comes Johnny football.
This is the old Macbeth line.
Manziel's still in, and oh, he looks like he's lining up the tomahawk.
Yep.
This is a rarely seen play. It's safe.
Up there.
It's safe and it's short. It's perfect. It's a chump
Where we
shot.
got our next
It's a great.
chump?
It's a
Tyler?
perfect chump shot.
Caddy for Peter McBride yesterday.
Wow.
So a 5th place finish.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this guy has.
Yeah.
This guy is.
Yeah.
If nothing else, he's seen good golf.
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
Top of the hill at least.
Oh, got a new chump into the field.
Good.
Throwing a TD.
Dave, say your last name, Dave.
Laugeson.
Okay. Paul McBeth, an Adidas teammate. Paul currently sponsored by Adidas. This guy sponsored by Adidas in 1992. Oh, that's a horrible kick.
Chump status confirmed, Nate.
That's hard to happen.
Hey, tell me your name again, man. I forgot.
Jesse.
Jesse. thank you.
Jesse lining up beforehand. It's tough up that hill, but that'll play. Their Chumps will be taking that tomahawk shot from Manziel. Here we are at the green. The Chumps have actually outdriven the champs. That tomahawk turned out fantastic.
Impressive, Nate.
Yeah. I'm curious to see if Hannah goes safe here or if she just makes a bid at this. Oh, neither. I did not see that coming. He's running this, I'll tell you that. Oh!
I hear it.
That really could have caught.
Is it still rolling?
Sounds like it.
I thought that would have caught.
All right, we got Chump putting over here.
Okay. I feel if Johnny Football manages a solo deuce here,
Right?
he may have to turn in his chump card.
Yeah, he's definitely taking a hole or two off.
Yeah, this is not a Chumps play. If he goes solo deuce,
And we need to cool him down,
yeah,
chump him up.
yeah. That's you officially. This is not a chump.
He's off the team.
This is not a chump. There may be some foul play going on because a solo deuce on this hole. I mean, any pro in the game would happily take that.
Oh yeah, we're trading him.
Incredible play. Ball slides, just pretty friendly. Didn't roll down the hill. Routine putt. The champs have their backs against the wall. Down a stroke.
We all set? We rolling?
Okay, here we are, hole 3. Downhill, a lot of options. Chumps have the tee. Lining up a forehand. Annie on it. It really looks pretty good. Yeah, that's the edge of the circle putt. Great shot. All right, we've got a new chump entering the arena.
Braden Coolidge.
Braden.
Tournament director.
Yeah, a famous chump. That's a nice straight shot. Even nicer deep V-neck.
Trickle, trickle, no love.
Who is this? Another new chump.
Am I the OG chump?
He could be the first chump.
I'm the
It's
only
Ian.
returning chump. This is true.
It's Mr. Let's Play Some Disc Golf himself. Or let's watch some disc golf, right? He got that signature wobble on the disc. Didn't really get anywhere. Another new chump. Ooh, it's a little heavy on hyzer. That's John Tompkins,
Supreme Flight.
Supreme Flight proprietor.
That's why I wanted the other one.
Supreme Flight.
Yeah, that particular flight was not Supreme. Okay, on to the champs. Hannah on the tee. Oh, oh! She threw it hard enough. That's great.
Shoulders up real
Good
quick.
aggressive shot. Looking like a McPro rock here. He needs that to turn. He really needs that to turn.
Uh-oh.
If it just skips straight, that's a putt he can make. Or she can make. You never know. All right, to the green. All right, the champs have gone a little long here off Paul's rock shot. Again, champs being down, no need to panic here. This is familiar territory. If you watched part 1, the champ was actually down early and ended up winning by a considerable margin, more than a handful. Hannah lining up a forehand putter here. Great. That's all she needed. And she successfully gets out from under the tree. The McBeast. From 50, low ceiling, on a knee. He's thinking about switching his lie, going to the Hannah line. Oh, this will be a real treat if he can make this. Oh, a nice bid. All right, let's see what these chumps have. John Too Tall Tompkins. Big Bieber. Ooh, that was close. It looks like they have a pretty unobstructed putt over there. Okay. Our second chump. That's for sure. Wow. Oh, just a little nose down. Who do we got next? Oh, it's Ian. Straddles out. Oh, that right side again. You know what the chumps need now? A man in a salmon V-neck. A salmon-colored V-neck. He is lining this up. Braden Coolidge. Wow, that right side, they just couldn't get anything to stick. It looks like we've got a pair of threes. right, hole 4. Probably the most difficult hole we've played so far. Blind off the tee. Probably 400 feet or nearly that. Looks like we might see a forehand roller here out of the first chump.
Let's go. Too much angle. It's off the cliff.
Extra cut on that shot.
Yeah. Tyler up second for the Chumps.
Okay, Tyler. A little high, but it's sneaking through. There's nothing wrong with that shot. That's a very average lie. Forehand coming up. Going roller. Oh, terrible first bounce. They will not be playing that one. Terrible first bounce. Looked like a decent shot, but unlucky on the roots.
Is he going lefty again?
That's all he goes.
This is a full button-down tie-dye shirt. Oh no, that has left the building.
Hey, get Bugs Bunny out here.
Oh, Bugs Bunny, he'll be here.
All right, the Champs making their way to the tee. What a shot. Again, that's right. That's hanging right with the best shot out of the Chumps. A good throw. This could be the first time Paul has shared a card with someone who has larger diamond earrings. And there he goes.
Oh, that's good.
As long as that's not 2 meters penalty, that is great. He hit the gap. He's heading for the pin. All right, we're taking a short break here to have a completely unrelated chump play through the group. As soon as he gets through, we'll resume the action. The Chumps have a solid lie, and I haven't seen the Champs disc yet, but I think it's closer to the pin.
You also have a 1-stroke lead, Nate.
The Chumps are up. We cannot forget that fact.
Not because of me, though.
Because of the collective of Chumps. You can't, I mean, you could give a lot of credit to Manziel, I'll admit that. But everybody, I mean, all the Chumps, they're stronger together than they are apart. Since my comment, Paul has gone to the bag and pulled out absolutely massive diamond earrings. This guy will not. He refuses to be outdone. Okay, Chumps lining up a second shot. Really better than average. I had said this was an average lie. It's better than average. This is a good shot. Ooh. Tough to play a driver into the, it's a fast green to play a driver into. He had to throw it so low. Ended up making a mistake. This is a touchy shot.
Oh my.
If it can sit. They can make that. They can make that. It's not a guarantee, but the Chumps could hit that putt. That's a solid shot.
Get in it.
Very nice. He really controlled the driver into that fast screen.
Thank you. Chump life.
It's a difficult lie for our taller Chumps. And it shows.
Oh.
He couldn't get quite low enough to hit the line. All right, let's see what the Champs are dealing with. The rest from Paul. Really a great lie, unobstructed to the basket. We'll see how aggressive Hannah goes here. Hannah bothered by the noise. That's a champ. That's sort of a champ hallmark. Generally, Chumps aren't going to be bothered by noises. Some Champs will take the game a little more seriously. Okay. Safe. She's uncaged the beast here. She has given him a green light on a treacherous green. The McPro is up. Oh, that may have finished into the basket if not for that last tree. Surprised he tried a hyzer line there. Looks like the diamonds were too heavy. They looked good, though.
Thanks.
It's hard to say who wears them better.
It's not. It's not that hard.
Oh, we've got the Chumps tapping in. Easy, easy three.
That's Central Coast executive producer Torrin Robinson.
Wow. Paul with another easy three. Okay. No blood drawn here.
There's a guaranteed birdie coming up.
We'll see.
Paul's feeling confident.
All right, we got a special announcement coming from Ian.
Yep. This is our other executive producer, Kristen Jacobson.
Hi.
She hosts us while we're in Santa Cruz, and I want to thank you so much for having us every year.
You're welcome.
It is awesome.
It's about a pound of coffee a day.
Yeah, right? Awesome lady right here. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
You're welcome.
Cool.
My pleasure.
Baker.
Chump number X.
We've got our first chump up on hole 5. A well-guarded green. Forehand roller. Oh, too much flip. Too much flip. Not going to be playing that. I'll tell
Dylan
you
Evans,
right
he
now.
is not.
Chumps will not need that shot. Cut roller. This could actually work. It needs a little love.
Get out the roof. Yeah! Now we don't need no lifeline.
Shot.
Dan Pratt, ladies and gentlemen.
A left-handed roller. He'll pick that up on the next tee. Okay, looks like we got Johnny Manziel stepping back. They're going back to the well.
Oh my gosh, Johnny Manziel?
God, Johnny hit the weight room. He's looking bulked up. He's swole.
What a chump.
It's my first throw. It sucked. The Champs back up. Johnny had a poor shot by his standards. Hannah with another well-played shot.
That distance.
Subtly uphill. Long hole.
She's giving him green lights all day.
Yeah, she is giving me the green. That's all I can ask for. Oh, there's a salmon shirt up there.
Yeah.
That's right where it's going.
That's going maybe a little long. What a rip. That's a putt. That's a great shot. Okay, we found our way to the Chumps lie. This roller was apparently stopped by these low trees. Let's see what they can do. Going for a solo birdie.
This is gonna be
Turbo. A turbo.
This is for Johnny McRae.
Ooh, a good effort.
Do it.
All right, another one. Our second chump here, taking a look at the basket. Ooh, tough lie with that branch. Good effort. Oh, draws metal. A nice try. All right, Johnny Football up last.
It's an awkward life for Johnny, but thankfully he's taller now. Good run from Johnny. A little front run banger action. We got the Champs up now. Hannah Croak looking for a 2.
Hannah, wow, she thought she had that. Really clean looking putt.
She wanted that one, Nate.
Yeah, absolutely. Would expect Paul to find the bottom of the basket here. But it sails on him. High drama.
Should Manziel lose some LBs here?
Okay, welcome to hole 6. Chumps still with a 1-shot lead.
Ready?
Go for it.
Downhill, 400-ish feet.
Peter on the box.
OB right behind the basket. OB right of the basket. It's a solid forehand, leaving him about 100 short. Should be a pretty routine upshot if that's the drive they end up taking.
Tyler up next.
I would be, with 4 players, I would be pretty disappointed if none of them test the OB here. Okay, that's another safe shot. The Chumps absolutely have a green light here, but do they realize it?
Does it matter?
Will they realize in time? That's another safe shot. A little short of the basket. They have a guaranteed par here. Let's see if we can get one of the Chumps to take a risk. That's the best shot. Wow, a little bit too flippy, but I like the effort there. That had the power to reach the pin.
Honestly, I just want to throw it if I didn't think so. I want to see if I can get it.
Just throw after upon him.
Yeah.
Okay, Champs. The Champs have not birdied yet.
Weird.
They're going to look to remedy that right now. Wow. That's a crush. That's a crush. Great shot.
Oh no, rolled into a bush.
Trouble. Sorry.
Paul's got his rock again, or one of his many rocks. Will it flip? No, it won't. That's going to be a death putt.
Oh, we gotta look though.
All right, the Chumps' lie is actually not bad. They have a chance to run this putt without an extreme risk of out of bounds. However, that one is out of bounds. One out of bounds. Hyzered out a little early, but a good run. Our second Chump. Oh, wow. Oh, I believe that stayed safe. Hard to tell from here. Another great run. This would be a real drop of the hammer if they could make this putt.
Thank you.
Strange time to lay up. Oh. Okay, Braden. Another questionable layup, I have to admit.
A little surprising, Nate.
A little surprising. It's someone needs to tell these Chumps when they do have a green light. It seems as if they're not quite realizing the format of the game.
Classic chump maneuver, Nate.
Yeah, to lay up when you already have a guaranteed 3, really not ideal. Hannah here, I have some inside information saying that this is intended to be a run for 2. Let's see if it comes out that way. Again, bothered by the noise. Okay. That foot wiggle. Where do you think she learned that? Yes. Oh my word.
Oh, man.
That was an incredible run. See if the McBeast can improve on it. Wow, a layup. Unbelievable stuff here. I have some strategy decisions that boggle the mind.
Do people know they're playing double snake?
I don't know what's going on. Those layups, I gotta hope they were unintentional, but wow. All right, I'm here with Hannah. That was a great run on the last hole.
Thank you.
The thing I'm surprised about, were you also surprised to see Paul lay up after you'd already put it next to the basket?
No, actually, I wasn't.
You guys had talked about that
We
strategy?
did. I think
You said basically if I put it close, you just put it not quite as close and we'll move on from there?
No, I just said, I'm feeling really good today, and you should just do whatever I do. So if I miss, he just lays up too. It's all part of our plan.
I see. So it's going to be you're going to carry the team regardless.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
I feel it.
Well, a great throw and a great run.
Thank you.
Okay. Johnny Football back again after a tough hole last time. See if he can get back to his usual form. This is hole 7, dead straight, 400 feet, trouble on all sides. A very difficult hole. Oh no. Again,
No, it's Safari to 8, right?
he'll pick it up on the next tee. It's not going to be far out of his way. That's sitting right on the next tee. I'm ready to watch some disc golf. How about you guys? Wow. Great shot. A great shot from Ian. Perfect. Perfect shot. Okay, our third chump. Rarely seen line, didn't work out. Looks like a mid-range. We've got a tough chump. Yes. If that holds its height, I think it's just going to be a little short. If that holds its height, though, okay. We've got Hannah lining it up. Roadrunner, Star Roadrunner, signed by, I don't know exactly who.
Paige, I think?
Paige. Oh, shoot. Okay.
Follow that? All right, a little bit of pressure.
I get to play my game now.
Okay, Paul, she's allowing Paul to shine. She's stepping out of the spotlight momentarily, allowing Paul to see what he can do here. The Metal Flake T-Bird 3 flips over, tracking right. I'm going to say it's the closest shot, but it's not parked. Okay, we've got the Chumps lining up a death putt. Ideally, you'd like to see 1 layup and 3 runs. They've kind of been going with the opposite strategy. 3 layups, maybe 1 run. So we'll see if they can change that up. That qualifies as a run. That is a run. Great shot.
Huh?
Has anybody laid up?
That was it.
That was our first throw.
That was a great shot. Okay, we've got Ian staring down a putt with nothing but cliffs behind it. From 60. Wow. Another great run.
I'm running it no matter what, so.
Yeah. I think we should all run it.
Absolutely. Pedal to the metal, dude.
The Chumps, I will go ahead and say, I'll predict now the Chumps cannot win this laying up. They will not win laying up. So I like the decision to run.
Nice layup.
I think that was an intended run. He hit a little branch. It was a good effort. And also the silver lining, he's right next to the basket. They should be safe for 3. A make here would cement Johnny Football as the MVP, regardless what happens afterwards.
Johnny Football!
Oh, a good effort. A good effort. All right. Okay, on to the Champs. Paul's Metal Flick T-Bird 3, coming to rest a little bit right, 50 to 55 feet short, a little bit less of a death putt, but a little bit more obstructed than what we just saw from the Chumps. We've got Hannah lining up first. A smart play. Smart play. Again, the Beast uncaged. Let's see if he can make it count. Oh, wow. Just low. I know that putt was low ceiling. He just barely missed it. The Chumps feigning concern. They love seeing those misses. They are thirsty for the blood of the Beast. Tapping out, easy par for the Chumps, and the Champs have a literal drop in. So again, no birdies. Chumps lead by 1. All right, we've got a Bud Light sponsorship disc kicked into the challenge. Upping the ante again.
Bud Light sponsoring me, Johnny Manziel. Thank
Wow.
you. No rehab.
No rehab for this guy. On to hole 8. Ian throwing a buzz. That is a beautiful shot.
Get back.
That isn't. Wow.
Rescinded.
That was a fantastic shot. Perfect flex. Sitting in the circle. Very likely birdie with 4 putters coming up. I like that aggression. He only missed his line because he was going for ace, and I like to see that. Another effort. No harm done.
The 2 TD tap in.
All right, do it.
Our last chump. Can he improve on Ian's shot? No, I don't think so. A little bit too much flip. Not a bad shot, but not an improvement. See what the Champs have. Again, their backs against the wall. A likely birdie.
I have been
On
cleared
the
to
green.
go OB.
Okay. She may have done it. She got clearance. She got clearance and she went for it. That was a great effort to get out of bounds, but it didn't quite fight through the trees.
Is that a rival chump down there?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Hit him. Hitting that chump.
McPro Rock on a beeline.
Come on, get the chump.
For the first time all day, that rock decides to flip. The one time he didn't want it to.
Speeding.
All right. Paul's shot has really gotten long. Hannah's going to go with a loft putt, it looks like, over the bushes. It's a good throw. It's a good throw. We'll see if Paul can make his first nice putt. He's had a few close ones. Wow. How did it fall out again? Paul's in shock. And look, panning here over to Ian's buzz. An easy birdie. Easy birdie. Chumps up to Champs birdieless through 8 holes. All right, we've got Peter coming back in, still wearing those pajama pants.
Accurate.
Wow, his legs might be sleepy, but his arm's not. What a shot. Oh, wow. Bugs Bunny.
That was a good disc.
Good snap, bad line.
Time to get up. It's time to stand down.
I think that one's signed by Paul McBeth.
Okay, we've got a forehand coming up. Oh, asking for it to miss, but denied. Okay, last chump. Hard to say if they're parked or not. The first shot did look good, but it looked fast coming into the green. This is a shot I haven't seen attempted. He's not happy with that. A little low. Hannah from about 50, another death putt. Classic De La Viega. Oh no.
In the circle.
Aggressive play, that's unfortunate. Double kick, didn't make much progress. Okay, I actually took Paul aside and I gave him a couple of putting tips before this shot. So we'll see if maybe he can right the ship here.
Thanks, Nate.
I knew I could get him back. The McBeast finally awake and here to play some disc golf.
Why?
I felt bad for him. I didn't like to see that, and I know the people don't like seeing it.
This is true.
Okay, we've got the Chumps in the circle, but really a high level of difficulty here after that driver shot ended up going a little long like I thought it might have. Ooh, just a splash out.
That was a chump side chain out.
Chump side. But a nice, I mean, he got it through that gap. That is a very obstructed putt. Okay, we've got a second. Oh, this is the guy who threw the drive. Sleepy legs, awake arm. Oh. Close.
De La's doing De La things right here, Nate.
Absolutely, as it always does. And you know they feel that pressure after the McBeast finally hit one. They know the beast is stirring. This is a putt they really want to make. Oh no. I would say one of the first rules when playing Champs versus Chumps is do not let the putt get to the fourth and final chump. You do not want a chump having a pressure putt like this. That is
We choke every time.
a
Nate.
very, very difficult position for your average chump to be in. Wow. Perhaps we found ourselves an above average chump. Look at him go. Okay, here on our 10th hole, hole 9 on the course after playing 8A with 2 birdies. Chumps up -3 to -1, 2-stroke lead.
Where'd he go?
He'll move.
We've got a lefty lining up what could be a big hyzer. Wow. Oh, a little bit of a tree action. I'd say he's got a 65 footer. The hero of 8A, Bugs Bunny. Man, often it's tough, you know, tough to be consistent and follow up a great putt with another great drive. Hard to string them together. As long as they have his talent in spurts, though, they have a chance. That is going to get really bad really quick. There's a cliff down there. There's poison oak down there. I will not be helping him find that disc. Oh, well, you'd rather kick that way, that's for sure. Okay, see if the Champs can ride a little bit of momentum after that first birdie of the round. Wow.
Hits the Mando.
Wow. Amazing. Right through the tiny window, and she has a putt.
Done it like a true local.
We got a Mako 3 tracking for the basket. Oh, first available tree up the middle. That's a tough kick.
That's 2 holes in a row. They're taking Hannah's drive.
She's trying to put the team on her back. She's absolutely trying. You can't fault her, I'd say. If they lose this, it won't be because of Hannah. Okay, another short break. We've got a garden variety chump playing through.
Hey, you said short break.
Tough kick, really tough kick there. Luckily, one of our other chumps is also in that area. Maybe they can collaborate to get both those discs back. All right, this is that right side of the fairway where we saw one of our involved chumps and the one playing through garden variety chump both took kicks down into the abyss. I mean, if you haven't been here to De La Viega, this is kind of a little peek at what most of the edges of the fairways look like. Really steep drop-offs just down into the darkness. Paul's even down there helping him, so.
What a guy, Nate.
Yeah, generous move from a guy. You know, he's got some talent finding discs. He has a knack for understanding how they fly and where they go.
All right, our garden variety chump is finishing out.
Yep, we've got him playing through here, probably tapping out maybe a 5, maybe a 6. Hard to say.
It's day lost.
Hard to say. Why keep track? Now we've got our classically trained chumps stepping up to a decent lie, really. I mean, 70 feet straight away. Expect to see some hooting and hollering if they can throw this in. Really a nice effort. That might inspire his compatriots. It's a strange, you know, they say only 10% of the population is lefty, but from what I've seen today, at least 40% of chumps seem to be left-handed.
That was good.
No trees in the way, but he found one.
No trees in the way.
That was the plan while laying up, right?
Hey, man, that's a righty world.
He's a TD, so he can do that kind of stuff.
Cleaning up the lie a little. Wow. Ooh. I like the look of it. Now let's see if we can get a chump to throw it past the pin. Get it past the pin in the air. It's not easy. I won't say it's easy, but we'd like to see that now. He did it. He did it. Better than too short. The best shot of the chumps from that lie. For a second consecutive hole, we have Hannah getting the better drive. It's a nice layup. She's right there. Yeah, there we go. He nearly forgot everything I taught him. Wow.
Another Danish layup.
Not a great effort, I gotta admit. He's not happy with that.
I got some tips.
We're gonna have some routine threes again. Relatively boring golf here on this hole, unfortunately. Hopefully we can get these guys a little fired up, see some birdies soon.
All right.
We got this garden variety chump moving away on the next hole. I guess he couldn't resist a chance to get a sniff of the McBeast and see that last putt. I am not sure what kind of strap assembly he's using to carry this bag. One central strap, a setup I have not yet seen.
Unconventional yet semi-effective.
It looks like it's working. I mean, the bag is listing right a little, but if it doesn't bother him, it doesn't bother me.
They told me not to throw any rollers after last Champs versus Chumps. You remember that one, Paul?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not gonna listen.
All right. After that buzz shot on the hole 8, why would anyone try to tell him what to do? I retract that previous comment. We should have told him what to do.
You're in Ricoville.
I am in Rico Land.
Ooh, up the middle forehand and a great line. Oh, possible skip OB. Possible skip OB and perhaps some tire squeals. Wow, another great flex line. They're coming up well short of the basket, but they're hitting the line. This is a nearly 350-foot hole, I would say. Okay, one of the two heroes so far for the Chumps. Bugs Bunny, oh no. The pressure could get to anybody out here. A real chance to make it 3 consecutive Hannah drives. No one would have seen that coming. If that flips, It fought through a little, not a bad shot. Paul bringing out another Mako.
Think that guy will move?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
He loves it, and I love it too. That is a great shot. Wow, he got the distance, he got the line. Beautiful throw.
I think it was the ass slap over that.
Yeah, sure. Oh my, this is unprecedented. Oh wow, the Chumps are actually moving the pin from the more difficult long location where Paul is parked. They're gonna set this pin in the short. This is really, really. I have not seen this. Paul was parked on the long, and the Chumps have just pulled a switcheroo.
This is unprecedented.
This
Nate.
really, wow. I don't know if I agree with this. I mean, he's a TD. I guess they're desperate, but
Now, in
man,
competitive spirit, it makes sense, but really,
but wow. I mean, after that drive, I can't imagine. That's got to really
toy with the
be
emotions, Nate.
tough for Paul after executing such a great drive. And the Chumps have now moved the basket right directly into Chump range, where they've put a bunch of drives. It looks like the Champs are going to have to go with Hannah's drive.
I had it.
They're going with Hannah's drive here after this basket move. Wow, I'm shocked. Well, the only silver lining here is that is 3 straight Hannah drives. That is really not something I saw coming on this difficult course. She is playing her heart out today.
What are you, Tiger?
About a 75-footer. Wiggling that foot. Oh, the backswing. She hit a stump. That's more of a chump move, actually, honestly, out of the champs. That's a rare thing to see. Hitting something in your backswing. You really want to test that usually. Make sure there's nothing in the way. Paul from 75. Just leaves it left. Should be an easy 3. And now this is where it gets ridiculous because look at the chumps lie. They've left themselves a 40-footer. They had no chance with the previous pin location. Looked good from this angle, but it comes up air ball.
Here's Peter Pajama Pants.
We've got Sleepy Legs looking for one, looking to make an impact on the game. No. Another layup. It's strange.
Seems like his arm's still tired.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, if the chumps don't take advantage here, that would be really, really an error, and it could actually shift the momentum in the champs' favor. Wow, you know, after all the tomfoolery they went through to get this basket moved.
Here he goes back in the
Again, they leave it. Again, they leave it to the 4th and final chump. He's come through before, but he was much closer last time. Wow, found a tree, and they have not capitalized. Despite pulling out every trick in the book, it looks like they will not be able to gain a stroke here.
For all the trickery. Yeah, but you had a birdie run on the other one.
All right, we've got Hannah lining up a little tester putt from 20. See if she can knock it down. Oh, falling putt, clear falling putt. An obvious falling putt goes uncalled by the chumps.
Didn't see anything.
I think she fell more emotionally than physically after that miss. Paul backs her up though. Nice play, nice putt. Looks like he's conceding the putt to the chumps. We've got a couple threes. Is the final hole of part 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Corey Pearl. Yep, we're good to go.
All right.
Johnny Disc Golf.
Yeah, they got Johnny Disc Golf back. And it couldn't come at a better time, honestly. I feel like they've stalled out a little bit, even though they do still carry a 2-stroke lead. I gotta say, I feel the momentum has shifted. A forehand flex. I like that shot.
Yeah.
I like
the Nate Sexton shot.
that.
Isn't it?
Is a Nate Sexton line. Not quite a Nate Sexton power, but it wasn't a bad shot. I think he's set them up for a likely 3. Wow.
Oh.
Another shot, yeah. Not bad. All right, a little more traditional approach. Right-handed backhand, looking to pipe it. Ooh, a little flippy. Looked good out of the hand, just a little flippy.
Go for it, Ben.
All right, same route.
Couldn't handle it, huh? I understand. Pretty darn cool.
Wow, that's height. And right back to the middle. No, he's caught a tree. He's caught a tree.
No pressure.
Hannah steps to the tee, riding 3 straight drives taken. Really amazing. That's nice. That is nice. That's all anybody ever asked of her. That is a great shot.
Wow. That was impressive, Nate.
More than halfway to the hole.
Yeah.
Dead in the middle on a very difficult hole. I would doubt if there were any deuces carded by the women's pros at the Masters Cup on this particular hole. The McBeast. He has laced it. That cannot be thrown any better. That is a drop-in birdie. Drop-in birdie on one of the hardest holes we've seen yet. Incredible stuff. Looks like he's waking up. All right. Hannah marking the lie. Paul has just gone long in the basket. Really a fantastic shot here on 11.
That's Paul McBeth problems, Nate.
Yeah, not many people dealing with putting back long. Wow, nearly drops the disc. Could be a little nervous. We'll see if she can fight through it. Oh, not quite what she wanted. It can be tough, you know, for a lot of these chumps, and even for Hannah, not playing on camera very often, knowing that these shots will be immortalized on YouTube by Central Coast, can add a little bit of pressure sometimes. Not the kind of pressure that we'll get to this man right here, though.
Not at all. Par for the course for this guy.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown a shot that wasn't filmed in nearly 6 months. Drills it. Never a doubt. And we have closed the gap down to 1 stroke. 3 down to 2 down. Chumps still retain the lead. All right, from hole 11, that's the end of part 1. Tune back in for part 2 and the second 12 holes.
No.
No way!
Oh!
Well, that's a good start. Holy shit. No, you can leave it. You can just leave it. It's fine.
We all believed in you.
Hey, Nate, what's the line? Will somebody go grab that and bring it down the tee for me? I think that's it, right?
This seems like a good time to say I was 1 over on this hole in the Masters Cup.